taking what they're giving because I'm working for a living.
This is the Check-A-Pro Radio Show, sponsored by CheckAPro.com. To find pre-qualified local service providers, click on CheckAPro.com. Here's your host, the man with a hard hat and tool belt, Jim Klauck.
And hello, everybody. I am Jim Klauck. You can call me Joe, Check-A-Pro Joe. My family calls me Jimmy. Yeah, that's what I was when I was young, Jimmy. Some close friends from high school and college still call me Jimmy. At some point, though, I had to grow up. Cody Johnson, how are you doing today?
They still call me Cody. How about that? I'm doing great. So thanks for having me here.
Cody Johnson from A1 Garage Door Service is joining me here in the Check-A-Pro Radio studios today to educate you, my listeners, on your garage door. There's a lot of things you don't know. We all take for granted that garage door. We roll up the driveway and hit the button. It opens, hopefully. We walk into the garage and hit the button. It should open or close. We go to our phones to an app, maybe a MyQ app, and hope it opens and closes the door. Cody, sometimes that doesn't work.
No, sometimes it doesn't work, and that's kind of why we're here today, isn't it? So I don't know if everybody knows this, but you should have an annual tune-up of your garage door, and it kind of like getting your vitals checked, right, at the doctor. And so today we have a great offer that Jim's going to tell you about, and I just hope a way that I can help educate you guys. So this will be fun.
Yeah, Cody, so you're younger than I am, but at my age, and honestly, a lot of people who listen to my show, they're over the age of 40, some are over 50. We're encouraged to go, especially men, because women already go to the doctor a lot. Men, you got to sometimes drag them. Go to the doctor at least annually for a physical, an annual checkup, where they'll draw blood and they'll take your blood pressure and they'll look in your throat, your ears, your eyes to make sure that you're good for another year, right?
Yeah.
The same thing for garage doors.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and on top of that, a lot of times our garage doors, they're super loud, right? Like you hit the button, it's shaking the house. You wake your kids up. They live and they're on the opposite side of the house, and somehow they know when mom and dad are leaving.
How about waking your neighbors up? That's even worse.
It is worse. When they start making the homeowners association complaints, that's when you're in trouble. So, if your door is noisy, it's a cry for help. So if your door is noisy, give us a call. Call us at A1 Garage. We'll get out there, we'll get it checked out, and we'll get it super quiet and let you know what's going on in a garage door.
In just a moment, I'm going to give Cody's phone number out from A1 Garage Door Service. But before you call, I'm going to tell you why you should call. Cody has brought over $500 worth of garage door products and service to the show today for you, my listener, for just $129. I'll say it again. Over $500 worth of parts and service for just $129 today. Here's what he's bringing to you guys. A garage door tune-up, normally $165. You're going to get 10 free premium nylon rollers and a 29-point inspection for $129, valued at over $500.
Right, absolutely. For only $129. He told us to bring a strong offer, and this is about as good as it can ever get. So, the purpose of this is, the rollers, the premium rollers. We're going to get your door smooth and quiet again. And a lot of times it's just the rollers that all it takes. And also on top of that, like the 29-point inspection. My goal is we get out there, and I really hope you, the listener, you actually hang out with our technician, our certified technician. We train them. This isn't their training at your house. We already trained them, okay? My goal is hopefully they can help you, educate you on your garage door. Have them walk you through that 29-point inspection. Have them explain kind of why. Not so much that you're challenging, but hey, Jim, can you help me understand why do you weigh my door? And then I would put the door on a scale, and I would show Jim, your door is 5 pounds or less. That means your door is golden. Or Jim, your door is 45 pounds. Like one of my technicians found this week, a door was 45 pounds on the ground and the customer didn't even know. He just had a remote control problem. I mean, think about what could happen. Worst case scenario is as that door goes up and that plastic gear inside that opener strips, that gear is going to strip. Now there's nothing holding the door up. The gravity's taking over, and now we've got a guillotine. So our goal is for safety and for education. We're going to let you know what's going on. Plus, I want to get a 5-star review from you. My goal is my guys are going to provide a great customer experience for you. We want you to fall in love with us and be a raving fan. That's really my ultimate goal. It's not so much about us coming out and doing the rollers this time. That's a great benefit to you. Long-term relationship is what we're looking for here.
Call Cody now to get your $129 garage door tune-up. Normally $165. 10 free rollers and a 29-point inspection. Only 10 of my listeners are going to get it. You got to call right now. 612-353-8389. That's 612-353-8389. The phone number, a little slower, 612-353-8389. So, Cody, I get a lot of questions. Hey, Joe, why do you do the radio show? I'll tell people a little bit of a secret. I've been doing radio for a long time. I fell in love with this medium back in college, so I've been doing this for over 40 years. Very long time. And then back in the early to mid-2000s, I had a problem with contractors, so I decided to start my own group, and I called it Check-a-Pro, where I, as a homeowner, would help my neighbors vet contractors, pre-qualify them, where we check insurance, licenses, and references. And then I decided, you know what? Maybe I should take my experience on radio from years past and talk to a lot more people than just my neighbors locally. And so that's why we do this. It's so much fun.
That's awesome. And I think, like, I remember when I first signed up with you, and I was like, you're going to want me. You're going to want me. And you're like, well, no, hold on. It doesn't work that way. Insurance. I want to see your insurance. I want to see, how do you train your techs? You wanted to know all the details about how we provide our service to our clients. And then on top of that, you're like, give me references. I'm like, I have thousands of reviews. Check Google. Good enough, right? You said, no, not good enough. I want a list, and I'm going to randomly call them, and I'm going to make sure you did a great job for them. And that's what you did. It was very tough. But what I like about that is I appreciate it, because you're looking out for our clients, because there are a lot of scam artists out there, right? We know this.
In your business, there are a lot.
Well, unfortunately, that might be true. I think there's a lot in a lot of homes, in a lot of service businesses. But we stand behind our product. We've been in business since 2007, and we train our techs in-house. We train them in-house. We have fully stocked vans, so that way we're not inconveniencing the client. We don't want our client having to rebook day after day after day, waiting for some random parts to come in. We have 99% of the services we provide is inside of our van for our clients. So if you choose to take advantage of us being there at that time, we can take care of you right then and there. And I really just appreciate the service you provide.
Thank you. We complement each other. Without you, my listeners wouldn't be as protected. I really appreciate that, because I can't have just any Chuck in a truck, Mike on a bike. Go down the list of those, right?
Stan on a van is also another one.
Stan. Can't have just any Tom, Dick, and Harry in the studio where I endorse them and promote them. Your whole family has been out to my home, and I appreciate all you do. I want my listeners to call Cody right now to get 10 free premium nylon rollers, to get a garage door tune-up, and to get a 29-point inspection. It's $129. So you're going to pay for the garage door tune-up, $129. You're going to get 10 free nylon rollers. Going to make your garage door sound so good. My garage doors, I got 2 of them. They're just humming right now. And a free 29-point inspection. You've got to call now. 612-353-8389. That's 612-353-8389. The phone number, a little slower, 612-353-8389. There's only a few of these left, so call right now. 612-353-8389. 612-353-8389. Cody, questions come in all the time. And by the way, for those of you who are listening, if you would like to ask a question, you can email me, joe@checkapro.com. That's joe@checkapro.com. joe@checkapro.com. Lori writes in, why won't my garage door open or close all the way?
All the way, open or close. So we're going both ways. So, so on that, I guess if it's not closing all the way, let me start with that one. Okay. So let's say it goes down a foot, comes back up, or it goes down all the way to maybe 2 inches from the bottom and comes back up. There could be several things that could be going on. Okay. Number one thing is the door hitting something. If it's hitting something, it should stop and go back up. One of the most common things, though, is the little photo eyes at the bottom of the tracks. A lot of times those are misaligned. And when the door's not moving, you're like, they're both solid lights. They're not blinking. They're perfectly solid. Yes, but when you hit the button, look at those lights and see if it starts randomly blinking. All it takes is one blink. And so what's happening is as the door's moving, the track's vibrating and they're wiggling just a little bit. And it's like you're barely missing the bullseye. That's all that is. Or maybe there's a cobweb, or maybe the sun is hitting the sensor at different levels. And so just try to clean the sensors, just kind of rub them in the lens, make sure it's clear, nothing in the way. I've had grass leaves cause this problem before.
Really?
Yeah. And so as the door's moving, it's shaking, it's moving the grass leaf, getting in the way. And so that would be a very common reason why the door wouldn't close. Now, if the door's not opening, let's say it goes up 6 inches, a foot, 2 feet, stops, falls back down. At that point, leave the door down. If the door is down, hear me clearly. If the door is down, you can try to disengage it. If the door is up, be very careful, because if there's something wrong, the door can slam down. So if the door,
don't pull that cord above your head on the rail, right? Don't pull it unless the door's down.
Correct, because it's a safety thing. Okay. So anyway, so if the door doesn't lift, you could try to disengage it and see if it lifts manually. I've had it where maybe a lock is getting caught. Okay, oh, whoops, the kid did that, right? But a lot of times if the door is heavy, I can't lift it. It only, this door should feel like 5 pounds. What's happening here? It's probably a broken spring. And so that is a very common problem, especially after maybe a thunderstorm or, hey, yes, last night it worked fine. It's, it could be normal temperature, and then overnight it kind of cools off, and now it's heating up again. That expansion and contraction, it can pop. Those springs break. If you ever hear like a shotgun or like a pan hitting the ground, like sometimes my kids are playing upstairs and the pan falls off. We have like a rack that we put it on, and sometimes we don't connect it right, and it falls down and hits the ground. You're like, what is that? Well, it'll sound like that, and a lot of times it's the spring that broke overnight. So it's possibly one of those two things. What I would suggest, Lori, give us a call. We'll get out there, we'll do a tune-up, and we'll inspect it and figure it out and get it fixed for you.
Cody's phone number is 612-353-8389. That's 612-353-8389. The phone number, a little slower, 612-353-8389. Call now to get your 10 free rollers. 612-353-8389. So when you call Cody to get your 10 free rollers, you're paying $129 for a garage door tune-up. He's going to throw in the 10 nylon rollers absolutely free. These are premium rollers. I have them on both my garage doors. And Cody will tell you my garage doors are super smooth. And you're going to get a 29-point inspection. Call Cody and his team at A1 Garage Door Service right now. 612-353-8389. That's 612-353-8389. 612-353-8389. Cody, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk with Mike. He is on hold.
Awesome.
Yeah, and Mike has used you guys before, and he has something to tell us.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's coming up next right here on the Check a Pro radio show. Stand by.
Dennis Prager here. Just go to checkapro.com. You'll find names, phone numbers, affiliations, and license numbers, everything you need to feel confident about hiring a contractor and getting your project done right. Checkapro.com.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner at A1 Garage Door Service. Most repairs are simple, but if left untreated, they can turn into costly repairs. Your garage door works hard every day, and a little maintenance goes a long way. We fix garage doors fast with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. From repairs to upgrades, it's A1 from day one. Call A1 Garage Door Service, and you'll be smiling today.
A1Garage.com, A1 from day one.
I'm taking what they're giving cause I'm working for a living.
This is the Check a Pro radio show, sponsored by checkapro.com. To find pre-qualified local service providers, click on checkapro.com. Here's your host, the man with a hard hat and tool belt, Jim Klauck.
And for those of you who didn't have a chance to quickly write down Cody's number or put it into your phone to take advantage of the $129 garage door tune-up, normally $165, and the 10 free rollers which are, how much are those? We keep talking about free. What is the value price of it? Those are expensive.
So normally, if I came out just to change your rollers, it'd be, with the labor and everything, it'd be about $350.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. This thing is worth over $500 in value. You're going to get the garage door tune-up, 10 free premium nylon rollers, and a 29-point inspection, garage door inspection, all for $129. Call Cody right now. 612-353-8389. That's 612-353-8389. 612-353-8389. Cody's phone number at A1 Garage Door Service is 612-353-8389. 612-353-8389. That's 612-353-8389. The phone number, a little slower, 612-353-8389. Jerry, my producer, has been with me for 20 years.
Yeah.
Love Jerry. He's very loyal, and he's the guy that makes this show possible. So thank you very much, Jerry. Jerry's talking to my ear and putting on my screen that Mike is calling in. So let's go out and talk to Mike right now. Hi, Michael.
See, I was out driving around, and I heard the talk show, and I listened, and my garage was 35 years old, so it had issues, so I'm getting a new door put in.
Oh, so you're getting a brand new door from A1 Garage Door?
Yes, new door. I didn't have a closer on it or anything, so the old door was 35 years old. All the support beams on the doors had delaminated. In other words, everything was in bad shape. So I just decided to go ahead instead of trying to rehab that door so it'll stand up to a closer, just go ahead and put a new door on it.
Fantastic. Would you recommend A1 Garage Door Service to your neighbors?
At this point, yes.
And if you were to give them a rating, like a star rating, 1 being lowest, 5 the highest?
I'd say from the input I got from the service guy, I'd have to give him a 5. He was very knowledgeable, very upfront, spent a admirable amount of time going over everything with me. They seem to be a very stand-up company. Like I say, my garage was 35 years old. I don't go in and out that much because I usually park my jet skis in the garage. I've had to put a screwdriver in the door to hold the door up for years, and I'm like, this door needs to be worked on. Like I say, I heard it, and I go, you know what? Because the one thing I don't mess with, garage doors to springs. I don't deal with that. Those things are dangerous. The information I got from the show was very good. The information I got from the tech was very good. In fact, they're installing it as we speak.
Fantastic. It's a great company. They're always going to be there for you. So if you ever have a problem, you can call on them at any point in time. And have yourself a fantastic day.
All right, you too.
Mike, thank you so much for listening to the show and calling in with your feedback.
That was amazing. Yes, thank you, Mike. That's awesome. So what I love is that he took advantage of one of our offers we've done before. He called us, he trusted us, and we go out there and we did a great job. He loved the experience from my tech. I'm going to find that tech. I'm going to take him out to lunch. I'm going to take care of him. Okay. So I'm going to tell him, great job. Now this is what we expect, but hey, you've got to reward your own colleagues, right? And but what I really love is that Mike says, I hit the button and it's silent. It's just silent now. Silence is golden, and that's what your garage door should be. And Mike, thank you very much for trusting us. And of course, hopefully you don't have any issues anytime down the future, but if you do, just give us a call. We'll get you taken care of.
I'm not trying to be a funny guy here when I say this. If your neighbor is in their garage and it's closed, should they hear your garage going up and down?
No, not
okay,
at
they
all.
shouldn't. Okay.
Not at all.
But people do hear it.
Oh, yeah. They can hear it maybe houses away. So there's some customers that have like an older screw drive opener, which is a screw that, just a screw. You hit the button. It's just rattling and shaking. I mean, it almost sounds like a loud vehicle is almost what it sounds like. And on those type of things, just get the stuff changed out. These are low investments. We have so much new technology, so much convenience now. The remotes are new. The wall switch will be new. We've got Wi-Fi built into a lot of these motor units now. You just hit a button from your cell phone. It opens and closes. You can give it to your college kid that, maybe they're off at college and you're like, they always lose my remotes. I'm not giving them a remote. Well, they can come home and you just give them access to your Wi-Fi app or your app, and they can just open and close it from their cell phone. I mean, there's so many convenient things. Plus, the safeties are so much better now. And now there's battery backups, belt drives. Get a quiet opener. You deserve it. You shouldn't have to put earmuffs on every time you open the door every morning.
When I press my garage door, and I'm kind of a nerd, a geek, and I did make an investment in these. So I'll just let everybody know that I've got good garage door openers, okay? But that's really not what makes my door special. They're They're good. They're not the best. What is the best, though? I believe my springs are very, very good, but the door, oh my goodness, the rollers. That's what makes a difference in the look and the feel and the sound. Very little sound. When I press that button, or my wife presses that button, Cody, it's smooth. Like a brand new Cadillac versus an old Chevy truck from 1960, right?
Yeah.
Okay? It's just quiet and smooth. You can put the best garage door opener on an old loud door, and you're not going to feel so good.
Correct. Yes, absolutely. You're absolutely right. Look, the rollers are the wheels, right? So there's three types of wheels. Let's call it wheels. All right. So one wheel has no ball bearings. They just drag. They square off. When you hit the button, you kind of hear it screeching, and then it's smooth, and then screeching. It's like, what's happening here? Well, it makes sense. There's a plastic roller with a stem. There's no ball bearings. So anytime pressure is applied, it just locks up, and it's literally getting stuck. What do you think's going to happen? It's going to get gouged. It's going to get stuck bad enough. Door's going to go crooked. Something bad's going to happen. Noise, that type of noise is not a good thing. We need to find it, hunt it down, and fix it. Then you got metal rollers. Metal rollers they have ball bearings, so that's definitely better than the just plastic ones. But on those metal rollers, they'll tick, 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 tick. They have ball bearings, right? And like if I shake it, it'll sound like a baby rattle or a maraca. So on those are definitely better than the regular plastic ones, but they still wear down, and you have metal on metal wheels on metal tracks. So now what we have is a nylon coated roller. They're going to be longer lasting, smoother. The ball bearings are much better, so they're going to last a lot longer at a heavier weight door, by the way. A heavier weight rating is what I mean. And so a lot smoother, a lot quieter. When pressure is applied, they still roll, and there's still something you can apply oil to, every quarter if you wanted to. Yeah, our goal is to make your door smooth and quiet again, like it should have been to begin with.
Call Cody and his team right now. I'm going to review this again. We are running out of time if you want to take advantage of this offer here on the Check-A-Pro radio show with my expert, Cody Johnson from A1 Garage Door Service. A garage door tune-up, which is a very comprehensive tune-up. 10 premium nylon rollers that Cody's going to throw in for free. These are outstanding. He just spoke about them. And a comprehensive 29-point garage door inspection. Not for the $500 plus price it would be if these were purchased separately. A bundled price here on my radio show today for just $129. Only 10 of my listeners are going to get this today, but most of these are gone. Jerry, my producer's telling me, you've got to call now. So call now. Here's Cody's number. 612-353-8389. Cody, some people have a garage door that they hate. I think we all have a list of things. Boy, if I had the money or the time, or if I knew who to call, I would get a new fence. I would get my front door replaced. I would get new carpet, new paint. But the garage door, what percentage of the garage door is the face of our homes?
Up to 40% of the face of the home.
Okay,
Yeah.
So I love my garage doors. I talk about them all the time, like they're my children or my pets. Way less maintenance, by the way, having a garage door than having children or pets, just FYI. Okay. And so I see them every time I roll up the driveway, front and center. And I've got two garage doors. I've got a double one and a single one, right? So 3-car garage. There's just a lot of face there. And I wanted new ones. My wife wanted new ones. She's the one that really pushed to get the windows. We got those windows in them.
Right.
I love them. My point is, there's no excuse not to have Cody and his team come out because they don't charge any money for a garage door quote. So you guys will come out. You have thousands of recommendations in terms of options, and you can actually help them envision it on a computer screen before they buy it.
So normally, I've been in this industry for a long time, and most of the time, most people say, "How much is a door?" And they don't even ask you questions; they just guess. Somebody will just guess. This might be the price. They don't give you options. They don't tell you what color. They don't give you different stamp patterns, what I call flavors of the garage door. And so what we do is we take a picture of the front of your house, and we have our product specialist. So my technician, you're going to see them take a lot of pictures. They're going to measure a lot of stuff. And that way we can give you all your options. There's different tracks that we could do. Maybe you have more headroom. We'll explain what that means, but maybe we should need the door to come up a foot before it comes back. That way when you open up the hatchback of your SUV, it doesn't hit the door and scratch and dent your door, your car. So we have a lot of options options if depending on how your house is constructed. But we'll take a picture of the outside, and what we'll do is we'll overlay different images of, like, say you have a white door now. Maybe you wanted a black door, but you don't know exactly what it'll look like. You can kind of think about it, but you wonder. There's no wondering. There's no guesswork. We're going to actually take that design door. We're going to build it out. We're going to put it overlaid, and we're going to show you on a tablet so you can see exactly what your new door is going to look like, and all of that. It's a great experience for our clients. They've told me that. Like, when we first did it, I'm like, I wonder how the client's going to feel. They tell us they love it. They love it. And I'm like, are you sure? Because, like, I know it takes a little bit more of your time. They like it because there's no guesswork anymore. And we help pare down the options. Hey, what's a beige door look like? What's this stamp pattern? Different grooves in the door. What does that look like? We'll show you. That way you don't have to guess. And most of our clients, they absolutely love the process.
Call Cody right now for a free garage door quote. Or if you just want to get the tune-up and you want to get the inspection and 10 free nylon rollers for $129, call right now. 612-353-8389. So, Cody, before the show wraps up, and we've talked about a lot of different things, have we missed anything you want to get across to our listeners?
Well, we were talking about doors, right? And one thing I did miss is that, according to Remodeling Magazine, the garage door is the number one ROI, return on investment, that there is. It's 194% return on investment, better than redoing your kitchen, redoing your bathroom. By the way, this is a lot lower investment upfront cost. We also have promotional payments. So a lot of times people push it off. I'm going to do it in a couple of years. Do something for you now. Like, why do you want to wait for the next home buyer? Do it now so you can enjoy it. We have energy efficient garage doors. It'll actually pay for itself, not just in home equity, but also in less energy loss leaking out of the garage. So I wanted to bring that to our listeners' attention.
Yep. Call now. Here is Cody's number once again. 612-353-8389. Again, Cody's number to get this fantastic offer, 612-353-8389. Cody, I wanted to explain to people who are listening to the program, my listeners, really why you do this. There's a few reasons. You really want to help people.
Yep.
And you want to get new customers, clients you call them, from the radio program because it's a great place.
Absolutely. I want to give 5-star experiences and get referrals. That's my only goal here.
Thanks for joining me today.
Well, I appreciate you allowing me to be here and represent A1 Garage here, and we will take care of you. Guys, just give us a chance and you'll love our services.
You can always go to Google as well and just type in A1 Garage Door Service, and you're going to find Cody and his team there. And if you need anything else from me, check a Pro Joe. Just let me know. Have a great day.
Thanks for listening to the Checka Pro Radio Show. For more information on how to select the right contractor for your project, visit our website, checkaproradioshow.com. Join us again next week at the same time.